Hey everyone, this is Sasan Kesravi with Proteus Debate Academy. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update and kind of talk about some of the stuff going on in debate land. Really shitty week. For me personally, just had a lot of stuff just kind of all go wrong at the same time. Broke my phone, had to get a new phone, and that cost a lot of money. And yeah, there's all this coronavirus shit going on. So our state and national championship tournaments were canceled. Well, our state championship got canceled, and our national championship will probably be canceled, but the chancellor of our college put a travel ban, which extends also to like on-campus events. So we're not going to state, we're not going to nationals, but we're not having our showcase at the end of the year. We're not doing really anything, just the season's over. And that's really, really disappointing. State and nationals this year were pretty much my singular goal in what I was doing. It wasn't all I did, I had this YouTube channel going on. I've been doing a lot of like art, like movie and music related stuff I've been doing. But it's been my major goal for the whole year. And this year, my school DVC, we had our best team ever. We went to a couple Southern California tournaments in the spring. We won those. We went to our Northern California championships. We won that. We won novice parlay, we won JV parlay, we got Sems in open parlay, and Paul's team, the guy I run the channel with, they won open. I mean, it was just a really good all-around year, and no Northern California team has won the CCCFA state championships in 40 years, and certainly not in our school's history. We have never won nationals. It's been the same like 3 Southern California teams winning it for at least like 20 years. I sincerely believe that this year was our year. We just had everything going for us. I was firing on all cylinders. I was doing really, really good work. What's also tough is, on top of the debate stuff, I wrote a Reader's Theater this year. Reader's Theater is a interp event that's done with 3 or more people, and it's 25 minutes long instead of 10. And it's an insane amount of work. I put hundreds of hours into doing the research, and then doing the actual cuttings, and then recutting and rewriting and rewriting and rewriting and rehearsals, and we finally just ended up with this theater that is really good. Is really, really good. And I think it would have made a really big impression in the community, especially since I'm like a debate guy and not supposed to be able to write good theaters. But they're never going to get a chance to perform it in front of an audience, like not even on our campus. And that's really, really disappointing. We got the call that like state was canceled like 4 days before, and we found out about nationals yesterday, and nationals is in a few weeks. And I know that I'm not just here to talk about my stuff, but I know that that's something that a lot of the people watching this are going through in their own way. People work really hard in debate. And if you're watching this channel, that probably indicates that you give a shit. So you probably have a lot invested in it too. And that sucks. And I'm sorry if your national or state championship got canceled, which I'm expecting it did. Sounds like most things are canceled. I think the cancellations are the right decision. I also think it just sucks. And there's a lot of people who've worked really hard and have amazing talents that now just don't get to have a nationals. And if you're one of them, I'm sorry. And even if you're, you know, even if you're not a senior, if you're coming back, like, this just isn't really how anyone wants a season to end. And sometimes it's more than just a work, you know. I know that a lot of our debate gave me a really major sense of my ability to accomplish things, and to some degree my sense of self-worth. I mean, it certainly played a large role in that. And I know that a lot of you guys are young, and having something like debate is a really significant opportunity in life, not just for travel and for friends, but also for you having the opportunity to see what you're capable of when you are really passionate about something. And I think it's a tragedy that we're losing that. But I guess the question is where we go from here. A lot of people are talking about like online tournaments, and I mean, if some people want to get together and do some like rounds on Discord, like, I'm sure that would be great. I'm sure it would be fun. I'm sure it'd be educational and inspiring for a lot of people. But in terms of moving an actual national tournament online, it's just not possible. I mean, just the sheer number of rounds you need happening simultaneously, and people moving from one round to another as they're double entered, and I mean, it's just not possible. The infrastructure just isn't there for it. Let alone the judges, let alone the, you know, concern with cheating and stuff like that. So there isn't really that. And I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know if there's anything that can be done this year. But I can tell you what I've been doing to kind of cope with it. And hopefully an honest description of what this is like will somehow be a useful contribution to the conversation. And it's different for, you know, it's different for like an adult, like a coach. I don't know, because like the economy is tanking right now. Who knows what that's going to do to speech and debate. I make my living off of coaching right now. And who knows if I'll have a job doing this post-recession. And there's also just a lot of personal things, you know, like I had Paul and I, our mentor, our old debate coach, who just really made us fall in love with the activity, and was just a really great, really dedicated guy, died in December. And we've been coping in our own ways, healthy or otherwise. And I don't know, in the back of my head, I just sort of like decided, like, cool, like state and nationals, like winning those is not gonna somehow, I don't know, like make it okay. And it's just a huge loss to not have that. And whenever you hear people talk about forensics retrospectively who've been in it for a long time, it's never really just like trophies and stuff. Like, it just, you know, it just means a different personal thing to everybody. So what have I been doing since the cancellation? day one, I didn't go to my college classes that I teach because it just sounded like a bummer and I didn't want to see anyone. And I just drank a lot of whiskey, which you shouldn't do. Day two, I stayed in bed a lot. I got up and like worked out for like a half hour, which was good, but today I'm just super sore. And today I'm packing. With state getting canceled, I had some travel plans post state champs to go to New York and see the girl I'm dating, but when it got canceled, I just changed my flight to be earlier, so now I'm leaving tonight, and I'm just gonna get out of town for a while, and I'm just gonna be away from forensics, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna process my disappointment, feel it, let it go, and then come back and see what's left to do. I'm also, after this, heading over to the college and the theater, the kids in the theater and the other coach co-directing it with me. We're meeting up and we're going to try to do a recording of it so we can, I don't know, put it on Facebook or something. Just so that it's not lost and other people secretly know we were about to kick their ass. The channel hasn't had a lot of updates recently because I've been busy as shit. I've been pulling like 5-6 hour days every day, coaching and getting ready for state nats. When I get back, not gonna have that to worry about, and my other coaching work is relatively relatively light and pretty easy. Some of you reached out to me with specific video requests. One team reached out asking me to do a round review of their round, which was cool and I'd like to do. Another person reached out with just another round. Somebody reached out to me just wanting to like talk about debate, all of which is cool, all of which I'm happy to pick back up when I come back. Other things we want to do is Paul and I have been working on a like 16-point case assessment criteria by which you can submit a case, maybe your case for nationals that isn't going to happen, and we would give it a score based on like a consistent criteria and sort of review how well we think your case is constructed, give some feedback, and we think that'll be cool. Hopefully people are interested in that. It's hard to know what you guys want, but I don't know. We're both gonna have a little bit of time. Paul's 4-year Parley Nationals fortunately weren't canceled, so he's in Illinois right now at MPDA. So good luck to him and his team. But when he gets back, we're just going to have all spring and all summer to do some forensic stuff. Other stuff I'm going to do to kind of just like, move on from my disappointment. I've already been doing it. I exaggerated how much I've been moping. I've been watching a lot of movies that I've been putting off. I have been doing some like video editing work for like my own like creative stuff that I like to make. I went to a record store. They have the one by me has all these 50-cent records, and I like to just spend like $10 and buy like 20 records just because they look cool, and I come home and run errands and listen to the records and write my own music, record my own music, and it's all really good. So I guess I just wanted to talk about it because on this channel we're a really big advocate for giving a shit about competition and really working hard at it. And I don't know. I feel like being an advocate for that, you kind of have to address a situation like this. And I definitely didn't want someone out there feeling super disappointed, not knowing that this is probably how a lot of us feel. But yeah, find something. Do stuff, get hobbies, step away from debate for a little bit, and find out what makes you want to come back to it. And hopefully you do. And with a more nuanced perspective on what this activity has to offer you beyond just a national championship. That's all I got. Sorry, it's a bummer. Yeah, take care.